This is Litchi, and Litchi is a great program, and I'm quite surprised at how good it was, because DJI don't supply this sort of stuff because of the disclaimer at the front of Litchi saying that if you have a problem and your drone hits the ground, whatever, or hits a tree, then it's not their problem. But if DJI done that, well, if you've got insurance through them, then they're up for a replacement. So I don't think DJI are going to do it. However, Litchi does it. So this is the front screen, and if you click up the top left, at the top there, you'll see the menu come up. I'm going to show you the follow me mode, which is the second option just here. So once you click that, you'll see nothing comes up on the screen at the moment, but on the side here, on the left hand side, you'll see a man with a gear thing next to him. All you do is tap on this. This will open up. The example that I've got, which is driving a boat, and I've allowed it to follow the boat, and I had to adjust it a little bit to get what I really wanted, but 5 meters altitude was good, and at a distance of 30 meters. It wasn't a leash, but that's from behind, but I did change it to the right hand side, so you just click on the right and I'll move to the right, or it'll move to the front. So I'll give you an example of that when in the video and see how that works, and I was quite surprised at the results. The rest of the stuff, I think, just subject to height, keep on 2 meters. Definitely keep the auto gimbal on, because that tracks itself and it points the camera, so it saves you messing around with that. Subject offset, you don't want to mess around with that. You can if you want to, but and then all you have to do at the bottom there is press start. It's not connected at the moment, of course, but down the bottom here you'll see this accuracy, and it's in red. It's got 10 meters. I'm actually indoors at the moment, so that's not going to work, but if I was outdoors, that would either be green. It should be green, but if your accuracy is not working, I did have a problem with my Android 13 phone, so I had to use the tablet. So I think this is Android 12, but I did have a problem with that. It's a Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus, and I still haven't got it working, because if I go into Maps, it's the correct position on the Google Maps, but if I open Litchi, it's about 5 meters out. So that is a problem for me. But I still haven't worked on the solution yet. I've tried to reset the GPS, and I've tried a few other things, but I still haven't come to a conclusion for that. But maybe it's in the software program itself, and they haven't allowed for some coding of the Android 13 into the new Litchi system. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll show you the footage that I've done today. So that's pretty basic. I think this green one on the side here, I think that is if you're using the leash and you want it to follow a mobile phone, you can use that. You just tap on the screen somewhere, and there's the green one, so you can allow it to follow that if you want to, but it's up to you. So the example is coming up. So this is just cruising through the Hawkesbury, and I decided to take the drone up and just to test to follow me. Over water is a bit risky, but it's okay. If I lose control of the drone itself, I can always just take over from the follow me. It did actually do something in the end, but only the daughter, I think, hit the home button and it started to go the other way. So here I've turned to on the right, and it's kept up, and it's kept my boat in probably almost the center of the screen, so that's good. And I'll soon give you an example of it flying past the boat and moving to the front, and then rotating the whole drone around to see the boat from the front, which is quite good. I was quite surprised at how fast I was doing and how the drone coped with it. So here I've swapped it to the front, so it's flown past the boat, turned backwards, and it's now kept up with the boat, and I'm still doing quite a fast speed there in the boat. and I'll swap that back again in a second. I'll swap it back to the, I didn't want to go on the left hand side because that's near the trees there, so I decided to go back to the right. So that's doing it now. Slightly off screen because the boat is moving quite fast. And now I've turned it to the back, so it's on the leash now, so it's following the boat, and it done the operation fairly good, and I was quite surprised with it and pretty impressed with the follow me through the Litchi app. So that'll just keep continuing on for another, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes, so I'm not going to bore you with that. I'll stop it here and I'll show you another follow me where I was just walking along. I might speed this up and then we'll cut to the just walking along the road. So here comes a slowdown point, and that executed that perfectly actually, because the drone actually slowed down with the speed of the boat, and that was quite good. So I do recommend this app. It's quite amazing. But looking at this the view here, I should have went a little bit closer, so I should have been at least maybe 20 meters or 25 meters back from the boat instead of 30 meters. I'll just correct that next time. Hope it's been a help for you. So here I've sped it up a bit because I didn't want to bore you too much. So this is running at double speed. I put it through different tests as I was walking along. So just hitting the compass bearing and moving it to the left, then moving it to the right. I did try move the distance a bit depending on if I went close to the bushes. So you've just got to keep an eye on that, because it could hit a pole. You mightn't see the pole and all of a sudden it'll hit the pole or hit some trees, because as you know, the Mini 2 hasn't got obstacle avoidance sensors on the front, only on the bottom. So you just got to be careful of that. But other than that, it's pretty good. So you should give it a try. I do have to say that the follow me option only works when you're in the normal mode. It won't work if it's in the super mode or the cinematic mode, and it does affect, as you can see there on the turnaround there, it'll affect the way that your orientation is depending on the distance that you're away from yourself. So this is another one where I'm flying around to the side. I'm going around to the back. So what I should have done there is went to the side first and then went to the back, because I'm not sure how the software operates, but it just went round, flew over the top of those bushes there. So you really got to nominate the position of the aircraft and where you want it to fly. So it is a pretty good option, and it really is accurate. As you can see there, I just lifted the drone up a bit to fly over the top of those bushes, and there are telephone lines over the other side there, so I didn't want to sort of run into those, but it does its job quite good. I didn't know this option was available, so I just come across a guy at the park and he said, yeah, you can get this Litchi app, and it's pretty good if you want to use the Follow Me app, especially if you've got the Mini 2. But it's definitely something that you should look into if you want to use this. I definitely use it in the boat, as you've seen before, so it's a great option for me. The only problem is you just got to keep your eye on the monitor to make sure you don't lose contact, otherwise it will fly back to the location that you previously set as the home, and it could be miles away, especially if you're traveling fast in a boat. Okay, so the conclusion is, if you've got a DJI Mini 2 or a Mini 1 or some other one that hasn't got the follow option available in the software, then I'd highly recommend it, because it's pretty good. So this is a video about the follow me option of it. I will do a waypoints one. The first option up the front there is FPV, which is just using the drone by itself. Although follow is good and all the other options in here is good, it does deplete your ability to fly the drone by yourself. So just be aware of that, if you're using automated programs like this where it flies it for you, then you're depleting yourself of skill to actually fly the drone yourself. But I will go through a number of the other ones, especially waypoints, which was really good. If you're doing something at the time and flying your drone and you need to do waypoints, then that's a good option. Orbit, I think, is just you make a point of focus, and the drone will orbit around that point of focus and take the video for you. Focus is a little bit different, where you fly the drone yourself. You make a focus point, and it doesn't matter which way you fly the drone, it'll always point to that focus point. So that's a good option as well, but it depletes your ability as a pilot to operate. And just remember that if there's obstructions in the way, then you're not going to follow through with that. It's going to hit a tree or hit a pole or something. So you just got to be aware that when you do a focus point, you've got to make sure that there's nothing in the way that it's going to fly into. Pano is just a panoramic shot, 3D 360 degree photo, and track is much the same as follow, excepting you've got to rely on the software to be accurate enough to follow you. But I think follow me is a better option than track. That's only just my personal view, but for the Mini 2, definitely the follow me will lock on to the GPS on your phone, and that runs through the Litchi program, and it's a better option for me. So if you want to leave any comments, if you want me to do some more videos, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you.